Welcome to Super Showdowns, the ultimate destination for epic battles and legendary showdowns. Join us as we put iconic superheroes, villains, and mythological figures against each other in thrilling matches of strength, strategy, and skill. The cosmos breathed in silence as the endless stars shimmered like eternal witnesses to the coming storm. Somewhere beyond the boundaries of known space, on a dead planet once blessed by celestials, the air began to vibrate with echoes of two destinies converging. This world, Ankhara Prime, had lain dormant for eons, its crust laced with ancient energy conduits once used to forge life itself. But now, something was stirring beneath its sands, something as old as evolution itself. A ripple of power coursed through the atmosphere as a crimson portal opened, twisting the very fabric of time. From it stepped Thanos, the mad titan, his violet skin glowing faintly beneath the eerie light of the shattered sun. His eyes burned with purpose. For centuries, he had sought understanding beyond destruction, not just the balance of life, but the origin of existence. The whispers of Ankhara Prime spoke of a celestial cradle, a forge that could birth or unmake creation. If Thanos could harness it, he would transcend even death herself. But he was not alone in this pursuit. Deep beneath the crust, buried within a tomb of living metal, and Ankhara, the being known to mortals as Apocalypse, awakened from stasis. His senses had detected Thanos' arrival, an intruder wielding cosmic power and a will to challenge destiny. The ancient mutant's eyes opened, burning like molten steel. In his long slumber, he had dreamt of the weak, of humanity's endless cycle of fragility. He had dreamt of gods who claimed dominion, yet lacked the will to evolve. But now, an energy unlike any he had sensed before called out to him, not from the heavens, but from the heart of another conqueror. Apocalypse rose. His colossal form reshaped itself, his flesh merging seamlessly with celestial alloys, his veins glowing with techno-organic light. "A new god walks among the stars," he murmured, his voice echoing through the tomb like a divine judgment. "Then let him be tested." Thanos stood before the ruins of a colossal obelisk, carved with hieroglyphs older than the universe itself. The symbols spoke of the first son of evolution, the one who had merged flesh with machine, spirit with eternity. Thanos traced the markings with his gauntlet, intrigued. "A being who believes himself eternal," he muttered. "How quaint." Suddenly the ground trembled. The sands exploded upward as Apocalypse emerged, towering over the Titan like a resurrected god of old. His armor gleamed with the sheen of 1,000 civilizations. "You tread upon sacred ground, alien," he thundered. "Ankhara Prime belongs to me, as all things shall when I am done." Thanos' lips curled into a faint smirk. "So the myths are true. The First Mutant rises from his crypt to lecture me about ownership." His voice was calm, steady, filled with the authority of countless victories. "Tell me, Ankhara, do you believe yourself a god?" Apocalypse's form rippled, growing in mass, until he blotted out the dying sun. "I am not a god, Titan. I am the inevitable law of nature. Where weakness thrives, I bring extinction. Where chaos reigns, I bring order through strength." Thanos stepped forward, unflinching. "Then we are not so different. Yet your law ends where my balance begins." The two titans circled each other amid the ruins of forgotten deities. Energy crackled in the air, the collision of two philosophies, centuries in the making. Apocalypse had spent millennia molding civilizations, breeding war to shape evolution's path. Thanos had traveled galaxies, slaughtering worlds to restore equilibrium. One sought perfection through selection. The other sought peace through annihilation. Apocalypse's eyes glowed brighter. "You speak of balance, yet your methods are crude. You are a butcher hiding behind cosmic poetry." Thanos' gaze narrowed, his gauntlet humming with stored energy. "And you are a relic, a god who fears what evolution truly means, change beyond control." A moment of silence stretched between them, thick as gravity. The planet seemed to hold its breath. Then, from above, the heavens rumbled. A fragment of celestial energy burst from the ruins, bathing both warriors in light. Their minds were flooded with visions, the memory of the Celestials forging this world, of using it to test the worth of creation itself. It was a trial, an eternal forge, designed to find the one being capable of holding both power and purpose. Apocalypse clenched his fists, molten energy pouring from his palms. This world was my test. I am its chosen successor. Thanos' voice deepened, calm but commanding. Then consider this your final examination. They did not strike yet. Not here, not now. Instead, they retreated into thought, each measuring the other with divine intellect. Apocalypse withdrew to his sanctum within the planet's core, merging his mind with the celestial systems, preparing his world as a weapon. He would unleash Ankhara Prime's planetary defenses, storms of plasma, shifting gravity, and metallic constructs that obeyed only his will. Meanwhile, Thanos constructed his base upon the surface, analyzing the world's energy lattice, his drones mapping every fluctuation of the celestial grid. He spoke softly into the void, as if to an unseen companion, a being who believes himself evolution incarnate. How fascinating. Yet he cannot see that evolution itself requires balance. For weeks, both prepared, testing each other indirectly through storms, machines, and summoned beasts. Thanos dismantled Apocalypse's energy sentinels with precision, converting their cores into weapons. Apocalypse responded by terraforming entire regions, reshaping deserts into molten seas to drive Thanos back. But neither yielded. Each night, the sky burned with celestial auroras, the planet's ancient systems awakening for the first time in millennia. And beneath those lights, two gods of power and philosophy stared into the abyss of each other's resolve. Apocalypse watched Thanos from his citadel's vision chambers, his voice echoing through mechanical conduits. He is no ordinary being. His mind is a labyrinth of death and logic. Thanos, gazing into the cosmos, whispered in turn, "He is ancient, yes, but arrogance ages poorly in the face of truth." The day of reckoning came when the planet's core reached critical resonance. The celestial forge was awakening, ready to choose its new master. Both titans sensed it simultaneously. The time for debate had ended. The wind howled like the roar of forgotten gods as Thanos descended into the chasm, where molten rivers flowed like veins of fire. Apocalypse awaited him at the heart of the forge, his body towering, his aura burning with both divine and mechanical fury. The ancient mutant spoke first. "You stand before evolution incarnate, Thanos of Titan. Bow, and perhaps I shall let you survive to witness the dawn of my new order." Thanos' gauntlet ignited, his eyes glowing with cosmic wrath. "I have bowed to no one, not gods, not titans, not even death." Their gazes locked, two universes of will colliding in a single moment. The ground split, the heavens darkened, and energy surged through every vein of the world. As the first blast of power erupted between them, the universe itself seemed to tremble in anticipation. The war for the right to define creation had begun. The planet Ankhara Prime convulsed like a living organism awakening to its own destruction. Rivers of molten fire surged through cracks in the crust, and the sky tore open in streaks of violet lightning. At the heart of this chaos stood two gods, Apocalypse, the eternal mutant, and Thanos, the mad titan. Their silhouettes were etched in the blinding storm, each a monument of power and defiance. Apocalypse's voice thundered first, layered with 1,000 metallic echoes. "You are strong, Titan, but strength without purpose is dust. I have watched civilizations rise and fall for 10,000 years. None have matched me, and none ever will." Thanos stepped forward, his armor scorched, his gauntlet crackling with condensed cosmic energy. "Purpose?" he said coldly. "Purpose is what separates gods from beasts, and today, Apocalypse, your purpose ends." The ground shattered as Apocalypse lunged, his body expanding into a titanic form of steel and sinew. His fist descended like a meteor, striking Thanos and launching him through a ridge of molten stone. The impact ignited the horizon. Thanos rose, coughing smoke, his mouth curling into a grim smile. "Impressive." He clenched his fist, and the air distorted. A surge of telekinetic force blasted outward, sending Apocalypse crashing backward. Thanos raised his hand, summoning gravitational waves that pulled chunks of the planet's crust into orbit around them. In an instant, they fought amidst floating debris, two celestial gods locked in a ballet of destruction. Apocalypse's body reformed, his limbs morphing into plasma cannons that unleashed a storm of violet fire. Thanos deflected the blasts with his energy shield, his mind racing with strategic precision. Each of Apocalypse's attacks was adaptive, shifting, mutating, learning. "He is evolution in motion," Thanos muttered. "But even evolution can be outpaced." With a single command, Thanos opened a wormhole, vanishing just as Apocalypse's energy beams converged. He reappeared behind his foe and unleashed a barrage of cosmic bolts that tore through Apocalypse's armor, sending molten fragments scattering into space. Apocalypse roared, reforming his torso from metallic tendrils. "You cannot destroy what evolves beyond destruction." "Then I'll destroy what you evolve from," Thanos growled. He struck his chest, activating his battle array, a fusion of eternal and deviant technology. The air shimmered with golden light as his body absorbed the planet's radiant energy. His eyes blazed like dying suns. In one motion, he charged, colliding with Apocalypse in an explosion of force that cracked the planetary core. Apocalypse retaliated by seizing Thanos and slamming him into the molten surface, pinning him beneath a mountain of his own forming armor. "Submit!" he bellowed, his voice echoing through the planet's molten veins. "You are powerful, Titan, but your mind is finite. I have lived 1,000 lifetimes." Beneath the crushing weight, Thanos closed his eyes, summoning the full reach of his telepathic will. His consciousness lashed outward, slamming into Apocalypse's mind like a cosmic hammer. For the first time, the ancient mutant faltered. His mental defenses, vast as they were, had never faced a being with Thanos' sheer willpower, a will that had defied death itself. In their shared mental battlefield, Thanos stood tall amidst a void of galaxies. "Your arrogance blinds you, Nur," his voice echoed in every direction. "You evolve endlessly, yet you never ascend. You are trapped in your own perfection." With a psychic scream, Thanos shattered Apocalypse's concentration, sending the mutant staggering backward into the physical realm. Seizing the moment, Thanos raised his hand and unleashed a supernova-level blast of cosmic energy. The beam engulfed Apocalypse, tearing through his armor and burning deep into his flesh. But Apocalypse endured. Even as his body melted and reformed, his laughter echoed. "You cannot kill evolution." Thanos' expression hardened. "Then I'll erase the need for it." He activated his gauntlet, channeling pure cosmic entropy, the raw mathematical decay of existence. The energy coiled like serpents around his fist, distorting time itself. As Apocalypse charged once more, Thanos struck, his punch carrying the combined weight of gravity, time, and death. The impact was apocalyptic. A shockwave ripped through the core, splitting Ankhara Prime into fragments. Apocalypse's body disintegrated in the blast, his molecular form screaming in defiance as it was pulled apart by gravitational distortion. Yet even in disassembly, his mind clawed at Thanos' consciousness. "You cannot end me." Thanos stepped forward through the collapsing terrain, his form glowing like a dying star. "You misunderstand, Apocalypse. I do not end you. I surpass you." He extended his hand, absorbing the residual celestial energy of the forge. The planet's energy lattice folded into him, stabilizing his form as Apocalypse's essence dispersed into the ether. For a long moment, all was silence. Then from the dust and smoke, fragments of Apocalypse's armor floated aimlessly, glowing, twitching, struggling to reform. A faint echo lingered. "I will return. Evolution never ends." Thanos looked down at the fragments and crushed them in his hand. "Then evolve into memory." He turned toward the burning horizon. The planet's remnants orbited around him like shattered moons, glowing with the energy of a dead god. The mad Titan stood alone, victorious but solemn. His armor was scorched, his breath steady, his eyes reflecting not pride, but reflection. "The universe," he whispered, "does not need endless evolution. Only balance." He raised his gauntlet and with a blinding pulse teleported away, leaving Ankhara Prime to collapse into cosmic dust. And as the echoes of their battle faded across the void, the stars themselves seemed to whisper in reverence. Two gods had clashed for the right to define existence. One fell to the weight of his own perfection. The other stood, scarred but triumphant, the eternal reminder that even evolution bows to inevitability. Thanos had won, but the universe would never forget.